I've got to do all this shit prior to going live. I didn't do it, so sorry about that. Add extra camera, front facing. Why does it keep? All right, why is my music? Oh, it hasn't stopped. It's just a low sound that I can't hear. Hey, everybody. So I knew I wanted to get some work done, so that's what I'm doing. And now that I've got most of this stuff already figured out, I'm going to take the eraser and we'll go in and erase the little pencil marks so that the veins look cooler when you play with the negative face. Like you don't draw the whole line. So you just like leave gaps where it would intersect with another line. At least that's the way it looks like when I see people do it and it looks cool. I have not been able to master that art. We still have some over on this side to do. I certainly have not mastered the veiny stuff. Why do I keep hitting my damn head on this? Is there any? There's two people. So hopefully they can see. Hopefully they can see. All right, so the tights will be black because Scott Steiner stuff was mostly black. So we don't need to worry. We won't worry about that right now. Because this is flesh, this is a knee pad, this is flesh, and then there's the boot. And then I wanted to have like maybe the thigh muscle. I'm not super good on my leg anatomy or anatomy in general, but I have trouble with this area of the leg where the teardrops come together. And then we'll just work on this area right here. And then we'll do some more. I get it. It's Sunday. People got better shit to do, but I think at some point I tried to look and see if there was a way that I could monitor Instagram from the laptop, but I don't think I can. Let me see. I'll type it in the browser. And maybe if I go to my own page. No, it's not showing me live. What if I go to my profile? It says I'm live, so maybe I can. Can I see comments? Oh shit. I gotta mute it somehow. How do I fucking mute this? All right, because that is going to cause an issue. Yeah, I guess that's what I'll have to do. This way I could, if I needed to, if someone asked a question, I would be able to see it on Instagram. I don't think I can see if anybody joined through the, what you call? But I would be able to see if anybody had a question on Instagram. That's cool. I thought I remembered it being more difficult to use Instagram or monitor Instagram. And Nacho's just working on that bone, boy. I guess if we got this out, we might as well do some things with it, right? Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do on that. I guess I need to work over here. So I'll be using a number 3. Difficult. I need to go with a 5. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just not a master at doing the veins. I could do them if I was if I was doing them in like electronically, because you would just draw this in as normal and then come back with the whiteout and do it. But whatever, I tried. I tried. Oops. Is this fun or for profit? Ask Kevin. Hopefully both. This is not a commission. This is something that I'm working on, hoping to, uh, maybe down the line turn it into a print or see if we can use it at a Headlock Comics on a project. So just holler if you hear me. Holler if you hear me. Right on. Thank you. I really just was using the Savage Dragon pose and trying to put Scott Steiner's facial hair and sunglasses on it. Is not I'm not going to win any awards for likeness. I mean, really, the thing that makes it the likeness is the like the little cap thing, like that. You look at it and you can see that that's Scott Steiner, but I think it's because of the context clues that you can put together. So, but I appreciate the sentiment. But I think it's the context clues. It's not the likeness. Yeah, the chainmail hood is a dead giveaway. Yeah, but if you look at that, man, like I spent a lot of time doing that. Because in the sketch, I just kind of like just drew it out. I was like, hey, try to do one of those. Because I had no idea what I was gonna. I really just wanted to do this all digital, but I was like, if I do it all digital, then nobody will want to own the original piece because it won't look, it won't look right or appropriate. Like it'll look like it's missing something. And I always put a lot of thought into if someone buys the original, are they going to be happy with it? Like, it's going to be something that they will like. I think you have to commit to the chainmail. No short. Yeah, there was no shortcuts there. I promise. It was dot. I tried to do my best to have the dots alternate, like bricks. Like one here would be the halfway point of the next one over, but that was just really hard to keep track of because I was trying to go fast. I was doing a live drawing interview type thingy, and I just wanted to. I use that as an excuse. It's no excuse for doing half-ass work, but I was really just wanting to power through it. Yeah, buddy, it's hard to keep a clean pattern on stuff like that. Yeah, and again, I knew that if I there's a safety net involved, that if I mess this up, I can scan it I can scan it into the computer and fix it that way. It's not the end of the world. It wouldn't be the end of the world. I I honestly thought about so when I was thinking about doing a Scott Steiner cover art, I really did think about doing like a beautiful mind, like seeing if there was I don't remember what the cover of the box for a beautiful mind was, but I was like that would be hilarious, but I don't know if that offends him, or if he finds it just comical. Because the goal for this piece is to eventually be endorsed by Scott Steiner, and then have it used for a comic book cover. So I would definitely not want to do something that offended him. Holler if you hear me. But I know that Michael at Headlock Comics is really into doing the comic book homage covers. And I was like, oh man, a Savage Dragon cover would be perfect for this. Savage Dragon cover would be perfect. Yeah, I do a hybrid method of like I'll do this traditional. Well, first off, like I'll do my layout digital. Like I do this to get my composition and my sizing and everything right. And then I put it on my desk and light box it through. And then once I'm done here, I'll scan it in and fix anything that maybe I'm not happy with, or uh, like some special effects type stuff. Like if I'm like on the Creep Show cover, I think on both of them, the character has like this real stringy hair, and a lot of my piece is black, and the way the hair looks good is if it goes over everything. So I know that I'm going to do that digitally. So once I scan it all in, I'll add some of those wispy hairs on top of everything, just uh, because I go into it knowing that I'm going to do that. But then what I do also, see if I have something. I don't have an example of it, but once I scan it in and I add the wispy hairs, I'll take the original piece and then I'll do my best to add the wispy hairs and stuff with the whiteout or the Presto markers. But I don't want those things to be there on the scan, because I know the scan will get a real clean result. And I'd rather have the real clean result published than trying to fix the tactic the traditional work that I did that was subpar. And that's all I got to say about that. I'm just saying, not sure how he came. How he is. I haven't spent a whole lot of time with him. I honestly don't think it would be a big deal, but I certainly don't know him well enough to say, yeah, that's not a problem. So then after that, I would do a Sid Vicious one that says, and I've got half the brain that you do. I'm fully draw digitally every detail, then print light and ink by hand. All right, so okay, that's cool. And add individual details to break it up. Yeah, I would do that if my printer printed a good blue, but my printer prints really like a dark ass blue, and it's just more trouble than it's worth to try to scan it, to try to get it out the blue line. So this is really convenient though. Like there's not a lot going on. And I don't put a lot of time into like this is what I would consider penciling. And this is as much time as I'm going to put into it because I'll come up with all of this shit on the fly. And I don't want to have to do that twice. For the most part, that's my thing is I just if I'm going to draw all the detail the first time, I might as well draw it that way the second time. Like just do it the one time. Don't have to worry about it. We're live, pal. So yeah, I just have a I just really don't like the way that inking on the computer feels for me. I just the Shockmaster, yes. I just don't like I have to have the smoothing on when I do computer stuff to a large degree to come up with smooth lines. But then but then it immediately takes away when I want to do lines that aren't smooth. And it's just I don't want to have to keep going back and forth between settings of turning the smoothness all the way up and then turning the smoothness all the way down and that just so I'll just do this. I'll just work with a brush pen and do it this way. And if I need to, I can go back in there and work out the smoothness details and all that stuff in the computer. There we go. We're almost done. Didn't take long. I had to buy onion paper, some texture. Yeah, on my iPad, I have what paper light or whatever it's called, some sort of texture on the iPad, but not on my digitized monitor thingamabob. Is this Kevin? Is this you, Kevin Stewart from you did CreepyCon this weekend? Looks like you had a good time. And if it is, I knew that you were 100% digital. Yeah, I've had the same monitor now for probably 10 years, and I haven't changed a nib yet. Right on. How did your Kevin? How did your Kool-Aid man, your horror Kool-Aid things? How did the pins go? Was that a hit? Like that was the perfect venue to make that happen. If it was going to happen anywhere, that was where it's going to happen. I think there's supposed to be some rocks and shit down at the bottom. We'll add those. Well, nobody on the Facebook thing, so I'll get you guys here. I'll just take the camera off. Killer pins took off like a rocket. Oh, good, man. That's awesome to hear. All right, let's see where. Oh shit. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, nobody hopped on the Facebook, but here I'll show you this that I did. So here's this is the like the layout. That's as cool as the layout got. And then like I just put it on the light box, and then everything like all of this just came. You know, there was no real forethought. You just think about where the light's going to be, the little moonlight up there. But yeah, so that's as detailed as my pencils really get. And it's probably not a good way to do things, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, all right. I guess I'll turn it back around so you can see the piece of paper, though. You don't need to see me. You don't need to see me. There it is, paper. The Matt thing is amazing. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, so this is, and then I have a, what did I do? Oh, I think I sent it already off to somebody. I did a Hobbs one. You guys want to see what that looks like real quick? Oh, y'all, that's secret info right there. That's secret info. Can't let y'all have all that. You would have done well there. There wasn't much original art. I'm getting no sound. Oh, shit. Can I turn off the volume? Maybe not. Yeah, I hit something when I turned it off. So maybe it was the volume button. I don't know. Hopefully now, it looks like the microphone's turned on now. But yeah. Well, good, man. I should have. Sorry about that. Now I got. You guys couldn't hear all the little details. I was giving you guys insider information, but now it's probably best that you don't get that insider information. Yeah, so I finished this. So what I'll do is I'll scan it in, and then I'll digitally add those lines that the Savage Dragon has, you know, the yellow and orange lines. And then I'll just use like a pre-made little rubble brush and just put some rubble down here at the bottom. And then that'll be that, and we'll see what happens. But I'm glad you did well, man. All right, I guess I'm gonna get back to doing nothing. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and that's about it. See you guys.